Hello, it is Sunday, January 26th, 12 p.m., 2025. Just checking in here for a little vlog that we did. Just got back from a weekender trip to Madison and Milwaukee with the band. It was pretty fun. It's Friday the 24th. Liam and I went down to Madison after work to go to the Madison Manor house show with Floor Trick, Boxing Day, and Cause and Control. It was their release, their EP release, Coyote. I gave it a listen today, and it's super sick stuff. So, really glad I got to see some Madison friends that night, hang out with Liam, and go to a show. Yeah, on the way down, so we left at like 5:30-ish. We got there probably like 7 something, and then we just sort of went right in just to find our spots against the back wall, because Madison Manor is pretty mosh friendly. So
good. I'm ready to mosh.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a really good time. All the bands were really good, and it was a great night. So afterward, we left probably around 10 something p.m. to go to Brant's house in Milwaukee, because the next day, Saturday, or yesterday, but it was the next day, we had to finish recording for the EP or album, whatever it's going to be. And that was in Milwaukee. So we went to a house show in Madison just for fun, and then we made the drive over to Brant's house in Milwaukee. Spent the night there at Brant's house and waited for the rest of the band, Jack and Cadence, to show up so we could practice for recording and for our sets that we have coming up. But yeah, it was a good time. We got there, we sat at Brant and stuff, and had a good little talk. We usually talk at night when we get there, or after a show or something. But then we just went to bed, and we have a sort of a tradition whenever we're sleeping at Brant's house in Milwaukee to go to Big Apple Bagels in Franklin, Wisconsin, and get like chies and bagels. So we did that, and then by the time I got back, Jack and Cadence were there. We just started practicing in the basement and ran through the new set, which I feel is getting really tight. I'm really excited to perform it at some upcoming shows with the full band, and hopefully record it. I'd like to record it, the set, just so I can have that for my Adoru pedal for backing tracks and whatnot. Just because I feel like we're getting to a point where it's like really honed in and really, just really honed in, and really, I think it kind of fits our sound pretty well. So getting excited for that. So we practiced for about an hour, and then we just went right over to see Mr. Beanboy to finish recording the album / EP, whatever you want to call it. And it was a good, productive day. We had the room booked from 2 to 7 p.m. and we used all the time, right down to the last minute. It was crazy. Probably throw some clips in just from recording and whatnot, but we started off doing the song Icarus, and that took a few takes, but I feel like it went pretty well. And then we moved on to punch-ins for the song 20s. We had to get lead guitar on there and some more bone parts for Jack, and then Liam wanted to do the bass part again. So just a lot of like different little details that we're going over. But I think, obviously it's kind of, you can't really get everything perfect, but I feel good about where we're at and what we did on Saturday at the recording session. So huge thank you to Beanboy for helping us with that also. Yeah, then after that, we finished up recording, and then we were all going to go to the formal show in Madison, back to Madison for the formal Lowboy, Sapsucker, and Boxing Day show at the Gamma Ray Bar. But Brant was pretty tired, so he just decided to stay home. So Jack, Liam, and I, at like 7 p.m., we just booked it back to Madison to catch the show. We only missed, I think we only missed probably like first half of Sapsucker, which they were opening, which was perfect, and they just rip. I love Sapsucker and Lowboy and Boxing Day, obviously, but yeah, they were awesome. Got to see some of our buddies there, and it's a good night. I think we got back in Madison. It was like 8:30-ish by the time we got to Madison at the Gamma Ray Bar. Yeah, we saw it was the first up with Sapsucker. And then after that, it was Lowboy, and they've got some killer tunes, some new stuff, and I bought these 2 shirts from Lowboy because they just are sick. Yeah, they got some new merch, so I picked up some new merch and just hung out with the buddies, danced a little bit. It was a good crowd, good turnout. Really, really happy they had a super nice crowd for that show at the formal. And then closed out the night with Boxing Day, and oh my gosh, Boxing Day, second night in a row. Chris and the rest of Boxing Day are just awesome people. And talked to them for a bit after the set. We're hoping to set up a few gigs with them in the future. But yeah, overall, it was a great triple header weekend. I feel like we had the Manor show, and then recording, and then the formal show. Started going back to back. We got back at we went back home after the formal show, and we got back probably like 1 a.m. So I'm a little sleepy, but I think it was worth it. Yeah, otherwise, upcoming, I just got a solo show at UWSP's Basement Brewhouse on Friday the 31st. And I think we're in the works of booking kind of last minute set at the Wrath in Madison for the 1st. Hopefully that goes through. I will be posting about that if it does. But yeah, it was a really fun weekend. Looking forward to what we have coming up next. We got our first full band show on the 8th in February in Milwaukee that was just announced. It's a house show at door number 3 with some killer bands. Argos, Seath, and Tiny Vamps, and us. So it's going to be pretty good night there. A few more weeks until Love Again comes out. If you haven't already, be sure to pre-save and all that jazz. It really helps out the independent artist like myself. But once again, couldn't really be in this position without my bandmates and the support of all of you. So however that goes, but thank you. I just want to do a quick check-in, a little different of a vlog style today, but probably catch back up after we have a few shows this weekend. Hopefully we can get that figured out on the 1st. But yeah, shout out to all the bands: Floor Trick, Boxing Day, Cause and Control, Lowboy, Sapsucker. All ripped it. Very good weekend. Definitely worth all the driving. So with that, yeah, catch you in the next one. So